Hello friends, welcome to Kakatiya IAS Academy. We will discuss some of the questions based upon Hindu newspaper. First question, consider the following statements about Gulf Cooperation Council. The Peninsula Shield Force is the military arm of GCC. Second statement, all the member states are constitutional monarchies. Third statement, it is a regional, intergovernmental, political and economic union consisting of all Arab states of the Persian Gulf. Which of the above is true? Right? So answer is 1 and 3. Answer is 1 and 3. Right? So Peninsula Shield Force is the military arm of GCC. Coming to second statement, all the members are not constitutional monarchies. Right? So it is Oman and Saudi Arabia which are constitutional monarchies. UAE is a federal monarchy. Right? So not all the member states are constitutional monarchies. It is only 1 and 3. So this is what the Persian Gulf states. So Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, Oman, Saudi Arabia. These are the 6 members of Gulf Cooperation Council, and recently there was a talk about of adding Yemen and Iraq into the Gulf Cooperation Council. So this question is based upon the article published in the Hindu paper, where it reads that Gulf Cooperation Council nations facing a tough fight in curbing the virus spread. Right? The government of India has initiated the evacuation of all the stranded Indians as well as the migrant laborers in other countries. So we have Vande Bharat mission, right, which is aimed at airlifting or which is aimed at transporting the non-resident Indians. Right. So this is what the first question. Second question is based upon, under the Code of Social Security, the central government notified various social security schemes for the benefit of workers. These includes Employees Provident Fund Scheme, Employees Pension Scheme, Employees Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme. So which of them are a part of Code on Social Security? So answer is all of them. All of the above are a part of Code on Social Security. Remember, the government of India has initiated the Code of Social Security as a part of reforming labor laws in India. Right? So all these were included as a part of Social Security scheme. So this issue is based upon the article published in Hindu paper, right, where the article reads that contempt for labor, center should not allow exemptions from welfare laws for workers moved by states. Right? So recently some states in India have revived the economic activity, and they also sought a relaxation of labor laws, where the relaxation is in the form of increasing the number of working hours from 8 to 12 hours. Right? So which is seen as immoral and perverse. Right? So and even states have went on to use Section 5 of the Labor Act, which permits exemptions from its provisions for 3 months. That is, the exemptions given under Section 5 of Labor Act can be used for 3 months. So 6 states in India have initiated this law, right, in order to start the business activities. So this is what about the third question. Second question. Coming to third questions. So from third question onwards, the questions are based upon the May 8th May 8th issues, right? The very first question, consider the following statements about styrene. It is a derivative of benzene. It is yellowish oily liquid, right? It is precursor to polystyrene. It is naturally found in coal tar and coffee beans. Choose the correct code, right? So it is a derivative of benzene. Yes, it is yellowish oil liquid. So normally it is colorless liquid. It is colorless liquid, but when it is stored for a longer time, it looks yellowish. So ordinarily it is not yellowish. So second statement is wrong. So it is precursor to polystyrene and monostirene. So it is also found naturally in coal tar, coffee beans. So answer is 134. Alright, so this question is based upon the news article where we have seen, alright, styrene gas getting leaked from LG Polymers located in Vizag, right, killing 11 people and injuring, right, nearly 500. So it is first such accident in the world, right, caused because of leakage of styrene gas, and there is no much research done on the health effects of styrene gas, right? So styrene is a chronic, the chronic exposure to styrene can affect the central nervous system with symptoms such as headache, fatigue and weakness. It can also cause memory dysfunction and hearing loss. So here you have a clear information in the paper on the health effects of styrene gas. The short-term effects of styrene gas, it can lead to respiratory issues, eye irritation and gastrointestinal problems. Right. So this is about the third question. Coming to fourth question. Consider the following statements. First statement: Legislative Council of a state shall not have more than 1/3 of the number of MLAs of the state and not less than 60 members. Right? A nominated member of Legislative Council of State is barred to be appointed as Chief Minister under Article 164 of the Constitution. So, which of them is true? Both these statements are wrong. First statement, right? The strength of Legislative Council should not be more than 1/3 of the strength of Assembly and should not less than 40 members. So, first statement is wrong. Right? A nominated member of Legislative Council of a state is barred. So there is no constitutional provision barring the nominated members, right, to get appointed. So this is what exactly happened in Maharashtra, where the governor of Maharashtra, right, is going to nominate the chief minister Uddhav Thackeray to the Legislative Council. So under Article 164, so both of them are wrong. We know that when a non-elected member is appointed as chief minister or a minister, they should get elected to the state. They should get elected to state legislature within a period of 6 months of such appointment. So here the member can either get elected to the assembly or they can get elected to a legislative council. So there is no bar. But here there is a novel issue that has appeared because of pandemic created by COVID-19. So the time period, the 6 month time period is getting ended by May 17th, and it is within this May 27th. It is within this May 27th. The present Chief Minister of Maharashtra should get elected to Assembly. But because of existence of pandemic, Election Commission clearly under Article 324 of the Constitution has said that it cannot conduct elections because of the prevailing situations. That means after the expiry of 6 months, the Chief Minister shall vacate, and there is no provision of reappointing the same person as Chief Minister without getting elected, because previously Supreme Court clearly said that, Supreme Court in S.R. Chowdhury versus State of Punjab case, it said that reappointment of the same person as chief minister without getting elected to the state legislature is right. It is subversive to the principle of representative government. So there is a clear ruling by Supreme Court, right? So that means the same person without getting elected cannot be appointed as chief minister, right? So it is in this context the governor of Maharashtra has decided to nominate the chief minister as the member of legislative council. So it is in this context questions have been framed. And similarly questions on article 324, because article 324 empowers the election commission to supervise, to direct and to conduct elections. The conditions of service and tenure of office of election commissioners and regional commissioners shall be such as president may by rule determine. Second statement, election commissioner or a regional commissioner shall not be removed from the office except on the recommendation of election commissioner. Which of the above are true? Right? So both of them are true. So recently we have seen the issue of election commissioner in Andhra Pradesh, right? So it is president by rule will determine the service and tenure of the election commissioners as well as a regional election commissioner, right? It is on the recommendation of chief election commissioner. Both election commissioners and other regional commissioners shall be removed from the office. So it is clearly mentioned in article 324 class 2 subclass E. So both are true. Coming to sixth question, right to life mentioned in article 21 includes water, medical care, shelter, decent environment. Choose the correct code. So right to life mentioned in article 21 includes all these. Right. So Supreme Court in Swarna Abhiyan 2 versus Union of India case clearly stated that a right to life mentioned in article 21 includes water, medical care, shelter and decent environment. So all of them are correct. So this issue is based upon the article given in Hindu paper, where the article reads that should health care be a fundamental right, right? So this is what the heading of the issue, where it also states that the health care, the center and states need to cooperate on funding, but health has to remain a state subject, right? So arguer says that health should be a state subject, but central states need to cooperate on the funding, right? So it is in this context this question was framed. Not only the sixth question but even the eighth question. Which of the following subjects are in concurrent list under 7th schedule? Education, forest, weights and measures, health. Health is the only subject here which is in state list, and the remaining 3 are in concurrent list. So answer is 1 and 3. 1, 2 and 3 are in concurrent list. Health is in state list. So this is what about 6th and 8th questions. Coming to 7th question. 7th question is based upon, right, Buddhism. Consider the following statements regarding the International Buddhist Conclave. The conclave 2018 is being organized by Ministry of Home Affairs in collaboration with the state government of Maharashtra, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. International Buddhist Conclave is organized only in Bodh Gaya. International Buddhist Conclave is a biennial event. Alright, so remember the International Buddhist Conclave should be held in June 2020, right, in New Delhi. India is to host this International Buddhist Conclave in the month of June 2020, right? And Prime Minister has given a statement on Buddha Purnima. So it is in this context this question was framed. So remember the International Buddhist Conclave is organized by Ministry of Tourism, not by Ministry of Home Affairs. right? So it is Ministry of Tourism which conducts this. Second thing, International Buddhist Conclave is not just held in Bodh Gaya, right? It was held in other places where there is a footprints of Buddhism, Amaravati and Bodh Gaya, Varanasi and Bodh Gaya, right? So second one is also wrong. Buddhist conclave is a biennial event. Yes, it is a biennial event. So answer is only 3. Right. Similarly, coming to the 9th and 10th questions, even they are based upon Buddhism. Which of the following is contribution of Buddhism? Popularization of Sanskrit, criticism of rituals and sacrifices, promotion of equality. So Buddhism never popularized Sanskrit. So one is utterly wrong. So answer is 2 and 3. Coming to 10th question, which of the following is code of conduct preached by Buddhism? Not to covet the property, not committing violence, not use intoxicants, right knowledge. So all of them are code of conduct preached by Buddhism, right? So this question is based upon the article, right, where where the Prime Minister has addressed the virtual conference, the virtual celebrations of Buddha Purnima organized by Ministry of Culture. So the Prime Minister, while delivering a keynote address during the virtual Buddha Purnima celebrations organized by Ministry of Culture and the International Buddhist Confederation, right, where Prime Minister has highlighted the importance of teachings of Buddha and said that teachings of Buddha are still relevant, are more relevant as the world went through an upheaval, right? And Prime Minister also assured of all the possible steps to save lives during the COVID-19 pandemic and also respond to the calls of help from other countries, right? So these are the questions based upon the May 8th and May 9th news. I hope you have understood and enjoyed the class. Thank you.